As the centennial event of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC 100 had one of the biggest lineups in MMA history. In fact, there were so many big names at this event that Mark Coleman and John Jones were in the preliminary fights. And who can beat that classic gladiator intro? This event marked a huge milestone for the UFC and MMA. Today, we're taking a look at the event that defined a generation of UFC fighters. UFC 100. This is Ultimate MMA. First on the docket was UFC newcomer Yoshihiro Sexyama Akiyama versus Alan the Talent Belcher. Akiyama had made a name for himself at K1, Heroes, and Dream. At this point, he had a record of 12 wins and only 1 loss. But this fight would prove whether or not he could keep up with a UFC fighter. It would be Akiyama's first fight outside of Asia, and his first fight ever in an octagon. Akiyama had a strong judo background, while Belcher was a well-established stand-up fighter. A classic striking versus a ground game matchup. In the first round, Belcher established himself as the aggressor, but Sexyama was able to counter effectively.
And as you said, he's been in Belcher caught Akiyama. Akiyama jumped right back up to his feet, so we're not sure if he was hurt or if he was caught in a position where his legs were in the wrong position.
Akiyama dropped for only a moment when Belcher landed a solid left hand, but overall it looked like the Japanese-Korean fighter did more damage.
With the hands there. Yes, he did. Akiyama landed a very nice right hand there.
As the rounds went on, Belcher seemed to get more aggressive and land more strikes while Akiyama was losing steam. But luckily for Akiyama, the first 2 rounds were enough, and he secured a victory by split decision, winning Fight of the Night at one of the biggest UFC events in history. The win was pretty controversial, so we'll let you decide if the judges made the right call. Michael the Count Bisping was and still is one of the most popular fighters in the UFC, so everybody was eager to see him take on 2-time Olympian and Pride champion Dan Henderson.
Get a victory over Chris Lieben. Chris Lieben is not Dan Henderson. He's rocked him over. Henderson got the hunting battle. Henderson teeing off on Bisping. Bisping may be hurt, Mike.
Bisping was hit by a couple well-timed punches, and Henderson was looking very much in control. But the count wasn't going to be counted out yet. Bisping kept up the aggression and combos against Henderson, but all that aggression wouldn't save him. Bisping kept moving to Henderson's right, circling directly into a powerful overhand right. This was the first time Bisping was knocked out in his career and established a victor in this American-British rivalry. Next up, we'd see the legend himself, George St-Pierre, defend his title against Brazilian mixed martial artist Thiago Pitbull Alves. Alves was known for being a great striker, but could he outclass the George St-Pierre?
Good body kick by George. Thiago's down. St-Pierre looking to close it out. 35 seconds remains in the 3rd round. Thiago's hanging on for dear life here. St-Pierre postures up, throws an elbow, and another. Up again, right down. This time even easier. And he set it up with the hand, just that fake. And then boom, he shot him for the double. Successful once again.
It was 5 rounds of domination for GSP. With the help of his signature Superman punch into a low kick combo, St-Pierre dished out tons of damage and displayed his dominant MMA skill set. GSP successfully defended his title, all while having a pulled groin muscle. If that doesn't prove you're the best, I don't know what does. Finally, it was time for one of the biggest fights of the night and one of the most anticipated rematches of all time. The beast that is Brock Lesnar was set to take on Frank Mir for the 2nd time. Back at UFC 81, Mir won against Lesnar with a quick submission, so Lesnar was eager to get back in the octagon and prove himself. Right out the gate, Lesnar was going for the ground and pound, but this time Mir wouldn't be quite so lucky.
Just looked over at his corner and said, I'm okay. Brock just teeing away. That one got through. Now he realizes he's got to move. These are hurting.
By the second round, Lesnar was using his full weight on top of Mir and landing heavy ground and pound shots.
Tucked up a flying knee, a la Uriah Faber. Frank is getting beat up here. He's taking some big shots and his face is splattering blood all over his shoulder. Then the power shots of Brock Lesnar. He's got so much power in those fists, Mike. Frank's face is big trouble. He's out.
Brock Lesnar is the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion.
Soon, the ref had to call it a TKO, and Lesnar gained his rightful spot as the UFC heavyweight champion.
Frank Mir had a horseshoe up his I told him that a year ago. I pulled that some out and I beat him over the head with it.
Was there any UFC event more hyped than this one? You think Akiyama deserved the win? Who's better, Lesnar or GSP? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more of the best of the UFC. This is Ultimate MMA.